What's up, guys? We're here for another episode of Demon Slayer, episode 2 for the season, and honestly, not a lot happened action-wise, but a lot of things happened here emotionally. If you saw my analysis from last week, I was hoping that with this whole Hashira arc, we would start getting some backstories about the Hashiras, and man, this episode did not disappoint. Here we are having Giyu. This is the water Hashira, the guy that scouted Tanjiro way back in season 1 and going through the same teacher and everything. So as water brethren, if you will, even though Tanjiro's changing from that water style to the flame style kinda, it's actually really cool to honestly meet back up with this guy because he's been silent up until this point. Like, we saw him in the first few episodes and then not a whole lot out of him, you know, every now and then some fight scenes and stuff with him, and we saw how powerful he was, but then that was it. So here we are, get to see his backstory, more about him, and to actually know that he was with Sabito. When we last saw Sabito, he was like the spirit that kind of helped Tanjiro learn way back when he had to cut the boulder in half. And to know that they were like friends, allies, trained together. His cloak, Giyu's cloak, is half Sabito's and half his sister's. Like, that explains everything now, why it's, you know, multiple different colors, and it's like, okay, it's a little weird, but it makes sense now. It has a story to it. It's meaningful. And honestly, kind of like Tanjiro, I felt sorry for Giyu after he said the story, and Tanjiro, of course, tearing up and such, and was like, what can I say to him? Because he knew there was something he wanted to say to lift his spirits, but he was like, what should I say? And then, oh my lord, why do you have to bring back up Rengoku? It's like, we know what happened to Rengoku. Why do you gotta remind us every time? I mean, I can already tell you right now, they're gonna bring back Rengoku again in the future when I guess Tanjiro's going to fight the demon that killed Rengoku. But the fact that he had to remind us about what happened to Rengoku and how Tanjiro felt after Rengoku's death, he was like, you know what? There's something I gotta say, but what are the right words? And then he actually said something. I love the expression here out of Giyu because, you know, as he's standing there and the wind whips past and he feels his cheek as if he's as if he got slapped by the wind, remembering what happened in the past when apparently his sister died, which was like, Lord, Giyu's sister dying. Apparently the day before, dying to a demon, the day before she was going to get married, she used her own life to protect him as a child. And it's like, dang, this dude can't catch a break. I understand why he's so solemn and sad, because in this verse, people lose families to demons. This is such a issue. And the fact is, this is a lot of the times why they become demon slayers. I really felt bad for Giyu in this episode, and really felt bad. It's like, dang, we got information on Sabito again and how he affected their lives. Now, even though this episode did have backstory stuff we learn about Giyu, can we talk about how funny this episode was as well? Like, it had its sad moments, but come on. The fact that here it is, Tanjiro's injured, yet he dogs after Giyu so much, just following around, pestering him, being there. Hey, train me. Hey, let's talk. Hey, you know, come on, you be friends. And this dude's like, just leave me alone. I for sure was like, man, this guy wants to just end it right here. But it was absolutely hilarious how we have Tanjiro, you know, he's very adept and very good as a fighter, but then he has these moments that it's like, could you clue yourself in? Like when he's sitting there and he's like, man, Giyu's being very quiet. Did I do something wrong? And then he's like formulating another idea. Like, okay, I guess that didn't work. We could have an eating contest. Yeah, that will make him, you know, that would make him warm himself up. Yeah, that would be cool. When not knowing that he's already said something that's already changed his mind. Dude was literally turning around to say, hey, that's fine. I'll participate. And, you know, he accomplished his goal, but then Tanjiro adds on to it. Hey, let's an eating contest. And he's like, what? It just kind of goes to show in real life, sometimes you have no idea the impact of your words on someone and how good it is to be a good listener and just shut up sometimes. That, you know, you say something, you don't always have to follow up with more to say. You could just say something and just be in the moment and be quiet, and then let the moment speak for itself. And then if someone is trying to talk, actually listen to their words and what they're trying to say instead of trying to add more to it. Because you never know, you've already might have accomplished your goal. Just like Tanjiro in this one, and it's just like, man, Tanjiro, you about to mess up your own gift right here. But everything worked out, and it looks like maybe Tanjiro will get more training in his water breathing techniques. So I personally think it would be pretty cool if now that Tanjiro's kind of getting the flame techniques, and then if he doubles up and gets better at his water breathing techniques. He said himself that sometimes the water breathing manifests into other forms. What if he's able to make the two together and just be like a very strong water and fire, like steam build or something? You know, it would be pretty cool to bring them together to be even stronger. And, you know, Giyu did say that, man, you were supposed to be the water Hashira. I'm not an actual Hashira, which was another sad point because technically, dude, you're a Hashira, but you can't get over the fact that the first test you passed it without killing a demon. You know how many demons you've killed since then? Get over it. But of course, there was a mental block there, and thanks to Tanjiro, it's all cleared up. But I mean, that was basically the best thing about it. The way it ended and the fact that we may be able to hear more about backstory of another Hashira. So I do believe that what I said last week, that it'd be cool to get some Hashira backstory, it's actually coming to pass. We're going to learn more about these Hashiras, more about probably what makes them tick and why they became a demon slayer to begin with. So I'm looking forward to it, and with the mix of actual training on top of learning, I think it's going to be a really good season. Even though it might be a shorter season, this seems like it's going to be pretty cool. So we shall see how it turns out. But aside from that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this analysis. Please make sure you like the video and make sure you guys subscribe for more, because we'll definitely talk about this anime and several others here on the channel. It's been great seeing you guys comment your thoughts in the videos that I've seen previously. Keep it up, and I'll love to hear more from you. Be safe, take care, have a good one, and bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.